Strange But True is the adaptation of John Searle's 2004 novel of the same name. It doesn't begin promisingly with a voiceover from one of the characters wondering about the meaning of life, and not in a good way. She's Melissa, Margaret Qualley, who arrives very pregnant at the home of her former boyfriend Ronnie, who died 5 years ago. She tells his mother, Charlene, Amy Ryan, and his brother Philip, Nick Robinson, that the baby she's carrying is Ronnie's.
I've only been with one person in my entire life. And it was Ronnie.
Charlene, still embittered about Ryan's death, wants nothing to do with her. And Philip, who's laid up with a broken leg, is equally sceptical. But both do a bit of research in different areas to try and find out the truth.
It is completely impossible.
Not completely impossible.
Does she seem stable?
Why are you doing this?
Melissa has found a home in a cottage at the back of an elderly couple, Gail Blythe Danner and Bill Brian Cox. Charlene's husband, Richard Greg Kinnear, left ages ago, not able to deal with Charlene's grief, and is now remarried and living in Florida. When he gets a call from Charlene, he decides to fly back to see what's going on. And what is going on is a minefield of secrets. Directed by British Indian filmmaker Rowan Athali, the film lurches from one pretty unbelievable scenario to another. Suspension of disbelief is mandatory. Charlene's character as a mean bitch to everyone around her, including her surviving son, is way overdrawn. And poor Amy Ryan has to deal with that, and she does it with some spirit. The film's basically a B-movie, possibly more suited to television than the big screen, but it does have its tense moments. And then there's that stupid voiceover at the end. Oh, dear.
Oh, dear, that stupid voiceover. It just took too long to work out what kind of story it was telling. It starts off as a kind of psychic thriller, and then it meanders along and it becomes a kind of detective story, almost crime thriller, but then not. And then, well, we won't go into what happens at the end. But totally disappointing on so many levels. It may have been better if it was, as you suggest, much more of a B-movie with more twists and turns right through it.
It's one movie with a mystery embedded in it. And then it becomes something completely different.
Yes, and much more banal, really. But,
yes.
But nonetheless, I think people that perhaps don't devour crime books the way you and I do, or, have watched so many crime thrillers on television as reviewers that you get a little bit jaded, I think for the average viewer this might be pretty OK, nonetheless.
It's OK.
That's OK.
It's a 3-star movie for me.
It's a 3-star movie for me too.
The whole truth, would we be less afraid or more?